They came to North America with nothing but a dream.
Hello, hey Steve.
They came here to chase the American dream.
My American dream was to be here, raise my daughter and my son, and that I worked hard enough to build up a business that made it possible for me to offer them and myself the best things in life. And yes, I am living that dream.
You know, you travel 1,000 miles for one purpose only, to succeed.
From small towns, villages, and bustling cities across Africa, they made the hardest decision of their lives to leave home in search of a better opportunity abroad.
Our move to come to the United States was for greener pasture.
When my father died, I told my mom, you know what? I want to go to America because of how hard life used to be in Cameroon. I will do every little things that a young girl that is struggling could do to make money.
As immigrants, there is no room to fail. Yeah. Because we have seen failure.
Today, they are leaders in medicine, construction, real estate, entertainment, and cuisine. They are serial entrepreneurs, politicians, and business giants making headlines across the United States.
I grew up in Buea Town, ghetto gangster places in Cameroon. When I think about it today, I'm like, whoa, we've done far beyond above.
And we own Chimax Medical Center located in Baltimore County, Maryland, USA.
And I am CEO and co-owner of The Continent, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, West African restaurant in the entire United States of America.
These Africans are building multi-million-dollar companies, empowering the American economy while transforming lives back at home.
I'm the first African to open up a winery and a vineyard in the whole USA.
In average, we get about 300 to 600 clients a day.
From multi-million-dollar mansions to businesses employing hundreds, in this documentary, I travel across America to uncover and tell the story of Africa's most successful immigrant in the United States of America. Our journey begins in the DMV area of the United States, short form for Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Together, these three jurisdictions form one of America's most diverse and economically powerful regions. The DMV is home to one of the largest concentration of African-born residents in the country, with over 1 million Africans living in the region, making the DMV one of the strongest hubs of African diaspora influence in the United States. Immigrants play a crucial role in driving the region's workforce and economic growth, and that impact can be seen clearly in businesses like this built by this lady.
So today we're going to meet a Cameroonian lady called Nadine. She's built like an incredible business. She likes to call it the viral braiding salon.
Hi, my name is Nadine Ndukwu. I'm a CEO of Nadine Hair Braiding, a 24 hours, 7 days a week viral business in Washington, Maryland. This is Nadine Hair Braiding Empire.
Yes. I like it that you call it an empire.
The truth is that behind an empire is not only this business that I'm seeing. My dream is that this empire will give birth to other businesses.
Empires.
Yes.
That's right. So when a customer comes, this is the first they come here, right?
Yeah, when they come in, they sign in here.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Like confirm the appointment and everything.
I don't take appointment.
Oh.
It was 7 days a week, 24-hour business, even holidays. Only walk-ins only.
Yeah.
And once I checked in, she's gonna see me on that screen on her computers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, then she can gonna welcome the clients.
Yeah.
She can actually even see the history of what she had done before and who took care of her. So the client can actually ask her, oh, I like the lady who did my hair the last time. Can I have her again? Then she can give it to her. So she's here assigning the client to the stylists that are waiting.
Nice.
Then she calls the stylists and they come here and get the client.
Okay,
so
great work you're doing.
Waiting,
well done.
Thank you. So while she's waiting, while the client is waiting, they can sit and wait here. So this is the waiting area.
That's right.
Today is Tuesday, and this is one of those days that are very slow. As you can see, we barely have this whole field and the last one over there. The beauty of this business is to make sure we have at least 2 stylists per head. Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
Yes. So this is the shampoo area.
Okay, shampoo area. Okay.
Yes. We cannot speak about hair without talking about.
Wow, this is a lot. Where do you buy Where do you buy all of this from?
Slow. I have this come from Senegal.
From Senegal.
Yes, and other come from China. Other come from Japanese. Yes.
Wow. So you have vendors from all around the world.
Yes, I have multiple suppliers just to make sure that we don't lack hair. Because it's always the company who supply and then they get out of business or you don't have hair when you want. So I get many supplies so I can have enough.
Nice.
So this is where we have some of the hair because we have another storage too. This is the other storage. Ben, you don't even want to film. It's a lot.
It's a lot of
so
things.
This is actually
going
the
on.
reality, which is okay to film because this is the reality. It's not like, okay, because someone comes to the house, let's fix it.
Yeah.
The truth is that when the girl comes to pick up her hair, this is what she do. Until she get what she wants, she drop everything. She will change the boxes. When you can clearly see that I already put the colors, the numbers and everything.
Yeah.
But it's the reality is that it's a hard thing. That's why I have about 28 employees just to make sure things run smoothly. So I have to hire men. There's a lot of men that I have to hire on the floor to take care of the hair, take care of the hot water, take care of the trash, take care of the floor.
Wow.
I have to hire even the laundry right there. There's a laundry, so it's a lot. And here, this is the laundry.
Oh, okay.
We make sure that every single capes that come out of a client, we don't use it on other clients. So Fallon here will make sure that she wash the capes and then she fold them properly, ready for the next client.
Nice.
And you know, I love Cameroon. Everything that I do, I always, you know.
That's right. You gotta put that in there, yeah.
Yeah, this is us. Yes, proud to be a Cameroonian. This is for the client that want their.
Oh, right.
Yes. They want their privacy.
Oh, okay. How much does it cost to get this?
$150.
$150.
Extra.
Extra.
Just to be in here.
Okay.
Governor.
Wow. And what did they
Senate,
get? What extra?
mayor.
What else did they get?
They get some drinks. Listen, I choose who braid their hair first of all. If you go on a VIP, that means I'm giving you my VIP stylist. And then I give you about 3 stylists.
Okay.
So I make sure that the process of your hair takes shorter time. If it's going to be 2 hours, you're done in 1 hour. I choose the strongest and the fastest stylists and the most polite stylists. So because of that, stylists work hard to be on my VIP list.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because VIP client also tip VIP.
That is right. VIP
yes,
tipping.
they tip VIP.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay.
And that area is for the children.
Right there.
That's kids section. Yeah.
Okay.
We couldn't make a room for the kids so we can actually close because the space was not that big.
Yeah.
But for now, I got a kids section for them. It's kind of far from other space because I felt like if they're crying, then the noise don't affect the whole room.
The whole room.
But actually the old shop, I'm creating a kids space there, only children.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I actually want to create the universe. I make my research. There's no store that only take care of kids. So I really want to call it Nadine Pediatric. The pediatric hair braiding by Nadine for the kids. So I'll be their doctor. Yes. Here is an area that we reserve for my stylists.
Okay.
It really wasn't meant for the clients to be here and get their hair done. But like I said, we're African. When it's busy, we need to use every single square foot to make money.
Yeah.
So even the stylists will take the client up here. So yeah, we can actually have over 35 clients getting their hair done here. But this is more for our resting moment area. You know, sometimes they play cards, they watch movies, they laugh loud. So we actually take pleasure sitting here, waiting for our own client to come.
Nice.
So when it's my turn, you hear on the walkie-talkie your name, you rush downstairs and take your client. That's what you do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And right now, how many people do you have working for you?
Right now is the most slowest season now. We have about 200 to 300 that are still permanently there. 200
or 300 stylists?
Yes.
So at a go, how many customers can this facility take at a go, like one time?
We can serve about 165 clients. And this is the kitchen.
All right, kitchen.
Yeah, it's the kitchen.
Okay.
We actually have 3 chefs for the 24 hours, to cover the 24 hours.
3
At
chefs.
least
And what
we
kind
make
of
sure
food
that
do you
we
make?
can we cook when it's mixed. But let me tell you, it's African food. It's African food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have even couscous ndole and ero, the spinach, every little thing. You can actually, you know, even pawpaw and our Cameroonian specialty, haricot beignet, that pawpaw.
Wow.
That's what we love.
Look at
to
these
eat.
guys.
Yes.
So you all got them, like their lunch is covered. Lunch or dinner? Lunch or
24 hours. It's 3 chefs.
3 chefs?
Yeah, there's 3 chefs. So there's a day shift and a night shift as well.
Is this free or they have to pay for it?
They pay.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not expensive.
It's not expensive.
And to eat African is not funny.
Yeah.
When you work hard, you don't have time to go home and cook. Most of the girls are single, so there's no point wasting that energy and cook when you know you can eat here.
You can eat here for free.
It helps them a lot. It helps them. It make them save money and energy, which is what we need to make more money.
To make more money. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal. Make money. Yes.
Okay, and this is your own office.
Yes.
Okay. Go sit on your
Listen,
chair.
people call it office. It's not really an office. It's just a space for me to resolve some little inside house conflict, and then the payday and stuff like that. But I like to be on the floor.
On the floor.
Yes.
So I see like you have like a lot of cameras. Like why
yes,
why do you think you have a need for this?
This is even half of it. It's because sometimes it helped me resolve some conflict.
Oh, okay.
It really helped me resolve some conflict. If there's any incidents, the police will come and ask to retrieve the footage. I have to be. We have over 57 cameras in the whole building, even after covering outside and everywhere. Because it's a 24-hour business.
Yeah.
I just don't have cameras. I also have a 24-hour police officer patrolling my business 24/7. Sometimes when it's holidays at night on a weekend, I have 2 police officers.
Oh wow.
At night.
At night.
Yeah, to secure my clients and my stylists. But right now, I have them covered for the whole 24 hours.
Okay.
I hired the whole company. So yes, I was born in Cameroon. My father was a school teacher. At the age of 10, my father passed away. We didn't have much. My mom had to take us back to the village. So we grew up there until I have my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
And I went to the city in Douala.
Okay.
Where I had a degree on bank and finance.
Okay.
I even worked in the bank for only 6 months. It was not really funny. The salary was, I can't even tell how much it was. It got me thinking that I need to do something.
Okay.
And I look around and the only option I have was to leave country. You know, I thought of everything. I thought of, God, give me a husband. Let me be a 20 wife to a rich man. I was 21.
So there was you didn't see any other opportunity in Cameroon that could allow you build your dream. What was your dream? Because you said you studied banking and finance, right?
When my father died, I stopped dreaming of becoming. It was not about, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this.
Yeah.
It was, I need to make sure I provide for my mother and my sibling.
Okay.
I started doing little business when I was in school. I was the biggest businesswoman on the floor.
What were you selling?
Granite, peanut, pawpaw.
Yeah.
Little things, even pineapple.
Yeah.
I'll get it from the farm and I'll go to school and sell it. I will do every little things that a young girl that is struggling could do to make money.
Yeah.
Business was in my blood. A lot of us come here and they have the feeling that they want to go back home. They regret. They have the feeling that I shouldn't come. I never had that for a moment because of how hard life used to be in Cameroon. We used to go to school with 1 pair of shoes.
Oh my God, yeah.
When my mother was able to buy 1 pair of tennis, this is 9 months. If you're wearing an 8, she's buying a 9.5 to make sure that after 9 months, you still could fit this thing because it was hard. I knew that I have to make it.
Among the African immigrants redefining success in the DMV area of America is Ifomar, a Nigerian-born entrepreneur.
My name is Ifoma Cleopatra Onya. I am a Nigerian. I am the founder, CEO of Cleopatra Winery and Vineyard, the first African to open up a winery and vineyard in the USA. I'm also the CEO of Mysore Medical Center and House of Cleopatra Foundation.
A farmer, serial entrepreneur, and philanthropist at heart, she lives in an expansive property in Prince George's County in Laurel, Maryland.
This is my beautiful home. Welcome.
How long have you been living here?
I think coming up to 4 years now.
4 years? Wow.
Come in.
Okay, thank you. How large is your family? How many people live here with you?
3 of us.
Only 3, you and your 2 daughters?
No, a daughter and a son.
And a son.
All the artwork here, all African artwork. I'm trying to collect, guys, artwork from every single country in Africa. That one over there is from Liberia. This painting here tells a lot of story about the Yoruba background, right? This is my late mom.
Yeah.
Our governor on Business Africa cover, and I actually made the cover before the governor. Did I? I think. Now this is my former living room.
Your formal living
Living
room.
room.
Oh, so now what is this? This looks like a living room to me.
So in America, most houses have 2 living rooms. So the formal one, which people don't kind of sit in, but mine, we sit in here, we eat here, so we do everything. I just think that your home, you should enjoy it. Don't have it as a monument. The one thing with the house is that every space has a balcony. All the bedrooms have their own balcony, master balcony. This is the dining room.
Nice. Wow.
This is my kitchen.
Oh wow, the black and white thing went nice.
Yes, this is my kitchen, so you can eat here. Actually, I spend most time in my kitchen. We entertain in the kitchen, which is why you have extra chairs and people pull them up and then we sit down here. I love to cook.
Nice.
I have a breakfast nook area. I have the family room over there. Guest bathroom. Oh, this is what you like.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now. Now she's floating. Now she's.
Oh, no,
Now I'm flexing.
She's floating now.
It even massages you as you use it. Oh wow. Even in normal.
Oh no, this is nice. This is heated.
Oh wow.
This is heated. It has a bidet, inbuilt bidet.
That's right.
So you can, and then you have your remote control, so you can do a whole lot of stuff here. And of course, African artwork on the wall.
Nice.
And then of course upstairs, here is all the rooms.
Family rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
And just when I thought we were done with the tour, she took me to an entirely different part of her home, the basement, very common in American homes.
So I have a guest room over there, a bathroom over there. Don't look at it because it's a mess. My nephew and the wife left here, like they left it for.
She has a kitchen in the basement.
Wow,
And
okay.
a dining table in the basement.
Nice. Wow, okay.
Oh wow.
This is overwhelming.
Oh
now.
wow. Look.
Look at how
Yo.
that is. Wow.
So that's my bar. That's my humidor for the cigars over there.
All right, okay.
Yeah, wine rack. So there's another bathroom over there, full-size bathroom over
This
there.
property is huge.
Yeah. And you know, I love my hookah.
Okay, hooker, let's go.
And then with that door, you can go outside, and then there's another door here that can take you upstairs. Yeah.
I'm only imagining what the worth for a property like this is.
My success came from healthcare and also business consulting, because I was writing policies for people too for healthcare, but really majority of my success came from healthcare.
So that's where you got the funds to be able to start the wine business.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So the healthcare funded the winery. But like I told you, the American dream doesn't come to you when you're sleeping. The American dream, you actually have to work for it. One of my pet peeves with folks is don't go back home and sell them this nonsense story. They tell you once you come to America, you start making money. No, there are people that have left home, sold that thing, left their good paying jobs back home and come over here and they're cleaning, or they're CNAs or something. CNAs being certified nursing assistants, and they're cleaning people. They're doing all those. So now they're starting again. Fortunately, God is good. Sometimes after a while, you become successful doing other things, but you don't come into America and overnight you're making money. Nobody has ever done that. There are no trees. You've seen all these trees in my compound. They don't grow money. You have to work for it. So when you go home, tell the people the truth. Nursing jobs, they pay good money, but it's hard work. If you work with a group home, you're standing for 7 hours. If you work in the hospital, you're standing for 12 hours. Every single day that you're working. That's how you make the money. You know what I mean? Nothing in life comes easy. It's like that in the US, it's like that in Europe. Do I want you to come to the US? Yes, please come. But just have a mental knowledge that coming here, you have to work to make it.
So how did you then transition to realizing, okay, I need to own my own braiding salon?
So I went to the shop that morning, and the client comes in, is a girl with her boyfriend, and she said she wants some box braid, and everybody was busy. I did the hair, it took longer. People did the second client, I was still there. The girl was patient, and her boyfriend were patient.
Yeah.
He sat there waiting. He even went to get us lunch. We took a break. When I was done, the hair was 180. My boss came and she looked at the hair and she was like, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and you just finished? And the hair is not even the length the client asked for. She's gonna pay 160. I said, okay. And that guy looked at me and he count $360 and he gave it to me to give it to the boss. Then I gave the money and the boss count the money, 20, 20, 20. And she said, sir, I said it's 160, not 360. He said, I know, give her the rest. It's her tip. I didn't even know what tip means, first. The lady was like, sir, you gave me 360. He said, yes, give her 200. The shop was quiet for 5 minutes. Everybody was baffled. And I was gonna have $80 on that hair from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You earn $80 and a man tip you $200. I sang a song of praise and I praised the Lord from that shop till I reached to my house. I was singing. I cried. I called my mom. I said, I'm gonna do this hair, even though it's a shameless job. But please, mommy, don't tell anybody I'm doing hair here.
You were not proud of it?
No, I wasn't. When my friend was asking me, I said, I'm in medical school. I'm in medical school. Oh, no. People come to this country. They go through a lot. People can't talk, but they're dying inside them. I used to steal the metro. When people would pay the metro when I'd right there behind him because I don't have money in my card. And I went to different shop and I was so good, and client was telling me, Nadine, you could do this on your own. Nadine, you don't need to work for people anymore. You're doing good. Client is those that put this in my ears. But every shop owner that I went to, they want to keep me at their stylist because I was not only good, I was fast and I was there. I was working 7 days a week. I didn't have anything. I didn't have anybody home. So I was going to work every day. Every shop owner would want to keep me. But the client would tell me, I think you need to start on your own, even if it's in the house, Nadine. Trust me, you're too good. That was the reason why I stopped going out there and braid. This is Yannick, Steve Yamjer.
Yeah.
Right? He's my childhood friend. I know him since I was 10 years old.
Wow.
He was my older brother back there in school.
Nice.
I trust him.
Yeah.
I needed him because when you grow,
you
need people that you call yours, that will back you up, people that you can actually trust.
Okay.
And he was there. And he understood my needs.
That's right.
And he's a very loyal.
That's right. Nice to see you, sir. Well
Yes.
done.
Yeah, so he's one of the staff. He's the one that takes care of the registration. He makes sure that he keeps in the database the name of the client and the stylist that was assigned to the hair.
Okay.
So that even after 10 years, the client can still request for that stylist. That's what he does.
Well done, sir.
He's the manager of the day shift.
Okay.
Yes.
I see you.
Thank you.
Well done.
I came from 3 stylists to 100 stylists in an old place.
Wow, from 3 stylists to 100 stylists?
It took me 2 years.
2 years?
To have that much stylists and that much clientele from the moment we got viral.
Tell us about the virality. How did that happen?
A regular client walked into a shop after the COVID, and then she ordered a hairstyle that was executed according to what she wanted. She was happy. She left the shop. We didn't know her. And the next morning, my phone blew 200 call and 200 text message. My daughter called me from Coach. She said, Mommy, you're famous. People keep calling me and say, I want the TikTok special. And I'm like, what is the TikTok special?
What's the TikTok special?
I'm going to my page and I'm Googling TikTok and I only see three pictures on there. And I don't even know how to use TikTok. Then I become depressed. Because what? You have 14 stylists and you have 400 call. This is impossible. Who's going to braid 400 clients?
Can manage all these people.
14. The line was outside.
Oh, really?
We would braid. We'll sleep. We'll barely sleep. Maybe we'll sleep 2 hours. You just go home and shower and come back. The clients are lined up outside waiting for you.
Is that why the idea of a 24/7 braiding salon, is that how the idea came about?
Honestly, I never really gave the true reason behind the 24 hours. Every time people ask me that, I got scammed. We got scammed. There was this company out there that sell the dream, and then we invest all the money that we had, and it was a scam. We lost over $200,000 or more.
All of your money?
Yes, everything that I ever worked for. I was so mad that I wanted to get that money back. Even if I only sleep 3 hours, at least my business is still open. I can make $500 profit every night. That I can get that money back was the first reason. But the second reason was clients telling me, Nadine, don't close at 7 p.m. Nadine, it's too early. Push it 9 p.m. And other clients will be like, Nadine, open at 3 a.m. Open at 3:30 a.m. Client was driving hours. And then my stylist was strong and flexible. By that time, we have over 100 stylists. So most of them were mothers. They even wanted to go night shift so they can take care of their family.
Oh, wow.
We started by opening the shop at 4 a.m. and then we pushed the closing by 8, taking the last client by 8 p.m. When it's 4 a.m., the stylist will call me on the phone and say, Nadine, there's a client outside. Things 3 a.m. they're parking, waiting for the shop to open. And the stylist will say, should I open the shop? So you see, you open the shop at 4 a.m. But you already have stylists who comes at 3 a.m. You have about 10 stylists who comes at 3 a.m. and sit inside the shop waiting for the client to come at 4.
So why not open up by
and
3?
The client come at 3. Sometimes the client even come at 2. So the stylists come at 3 and see 2 or 3 cars outside already waiting. The client will be like, can I come in? Can I come in? They start braiding by 3. And when we start braiding by 3 a.m., other clients start coming at 2 a.m. Other client will come at midnight. Other client will say, I just left my job. I said, I can't drive back to my house and come at 4. Let me just sleep in the parking lot and wait for 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Then stylists will come at 1 a.m. and snatch that client and braid it. Before it's 4 a.m., she already make her money. It was a competition, a spirit of making more money, a spirit of competition drove the stylists to open earlier. That's how we stretch it, we push it. They push me both sides. And I said, let's go on 24 hours and see. And the first day, it was a Friday night. It was February 29, 2023. That was the first night of night shift. And we had 13 clients that night. You just launched a 24 hours business and you have 13 clients.
That is very inspiring, I can't even lie.
Then I felt like, oh, this is good. Oh, client actually love it.
If someone asked you right now, what would it take? How much would it be to take over this business from you? You built such a great business and they give you a blank check. What figure are you going to put on that check?
Maybe only Donald Trump can buy this place.
What she started modestly with very little money has turned into what many articles refer to as a $1 million 24 hours empire.
You don't have neighbors in your house?
No, my neighbors over there.
They're far away, like you have to point.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, she grows much of her grapes in the front of her property.
So this is the vineyard, right? So the grapes are, at this point, why they look like they're dead, they're not dead, they're all alive, right? But they've hibernated, so they're going to sleep for the winter time. But by next April, when you come in here, you start seeing them budding again. You see? So they look like they're dead, but they're not dead. So now we've tied them up. So what we're doing is training them to stay on here and come up here. And then when they get up here, we're going to prune this before the end of the year. We're going to come back in here and prune up a branch. When they get up to here, then you open them, which is why when you see we go to the vineyard, you see them growing this way, something like this. You see, then you start layering them on here.
That's right. So when is your harvest season?
So harvest season is normally August, September, October. Where we are now, this one here, these grapes are the region.
I don't know how many grapes or different kind of grapes can come out from here.
So here we have 5 different varieties growing. So
Nice.
over there is another one called SK77 or the Russian cake. So I'm growing on this land, we're growing a lot of the exotic ones to see what they turn out to be. Welcome to Cleopatra Winery and Vineyard, the tasting room. Over here is the tasting area. This is the bar area. And then coming through, restrooms, our signature place, which is where we take a lot of the pictures, my article that Wall Street Journal just did on me. And then you come in here, this is the banquet hall. So in here, typically, people can rent here for events, but typically we have groups of people that come in and then they book, they take a seat, and then we bring them up the flight. The flight is a combination of 4, you do a selection of 4 of our wines. At this point, we have 18 different types of wines. And then you sit down over here, chill, we have food, charcuterie, and of course we have jollof rice and suya. We're celebrating our 2nd year anniversary. On the 17th of October, we invited all the African ambassadors in DC. They'll be here with elected officials from Maryland for entertainment and just to appreciate them and to tell them what their daughter is doing in this country.
That's right.
And then on the 18th, the mayor closed up the street, so we're going to be having a street party to celebrate 2 years of being in the city of Laurel, Prince George's County, Maryland.
So why is it important for your kind of business to have like a tasting venue like this?
Because people have to come out here to taste the wine, right? So it's easier for you to say, you can purchase something that you've already tasted than just going to the store and seeing the name on the bottle in a liquor store. But here, you sit down and you taste, and then we educate you on what you're drinking. Everybody don't have to be a lawyer. Everybody don't have to be a doctor. Everybody don't have to be an athlete or musician. There are other aspects to making money than just that. Nothing wrong with those. But owning your own winery, opening a vineyard, because if you have a vineyard, you can grow all sorts of grapes and sell it to the wineries. So you don't actually have to own a winery, but you can have that vineyard. Vineyard basically is a farm that grows vines, which are the grapes.
How was it like, setting up the business here in America?
So for the winery industry, they have an association in Maryland called Maryland Winery Association. So first thing is to get in touch with them. The process is that you have to the federal government have to license you first before the state can license you.
Oh, okay.
So for that, I had to do my own research to find out which office to get in touch with, how the application process goes, and do all that. But then I'm a business consultant, so I write policies and stuff, so it was easier for me to do it for myself.
So how many bottles have you produced since you started this business?
Oh my gosh.
Can I keep count?
In thousands.
In thousands, yeah.
I'm the largest black-owned winery in Maryland.
Tell us some of the success that you've encountered in the process of running this business.
My greatest moment was to be able to stand outside there to have the comptroller of Maryland, Miss Brooke Lehman, and the former mayor of Laurel, Mayor Moore, oh my gosh, a whole lot of the elected officials be out there to cut the ribbon with me was one of those surreal kind of moments. And after we did that, then to have the then county executive, who's now the senator, Senator Angela Alsobrook, to have senators, Congressman Glenn Ivey, Council Chair back then, Jolene Ivey, for them all to come here to celebrate me. That was a moment that I wish that my father and my brothers were all alive, because I had lost 3 of them. I needed my people here, like that. I made it.
So before we go meet our next guest, one thing that doesn't get talked about enough is how these Africans in the diaspora, they don't just leave home, they carry home with them. Every year, Africans abroad send billions of dollars back home to the continent of Africa. In 2024, I cited a figure around $95 billion in remittance was sent back to Africa. Now, this money is sent by these successful Africans as school fees, rent, hospital bills, business capital, just supporting family back at home. But now, here's the problem. Sending money hasn't always been easy. There's hidden fees, there's inconsistency in exchange rates, and that's why today's video sponsor, Raenest, matters. So imagine you have an app that you can use to receive payments in different currencies all at the same time. So you get a dollar, euro, pound, and naira bank account, and you also get a USDC and USDT all in one place. So you can switch between these currencies. So if I'm in the UK, for example, I use my pound account, and if I am in the US, just like I am right now, I'm using my dollar account, all without complicated or hidden fees. But what is even more interesting is on the app, you can create a dollar virtual card and use it instantly for payments like subscription, running ads, or just simply ordering an Uber. All through traveling in America, I added my virtual card to my Apple Pay wallet to make contactless payments just with my phone. It also works for Google Pay as well. Of course, I do have the physical card just in case I want this, right? If you're a freelancer, a creator, a remote worker, or anyone who gets paid from abroad, Raenest makes managing your money flexible and making spending convenient. As a traveler, I use Raenest not just as another tech application, but for me, it's a travel hack. So you should try it out for yourself. Click the link in the description to create your account and get started. Now, in my last video, I said I was going to support any of you that choose to sign up to Raenest as a way to say thank you for watching my videos in 2025, and also give you a little Christmas gift of $100. So right now I'm going to log into my Raenest Island. I'm just going to pick a random person, because yes, when you click on that link and you get onboarded, I can see that you've been onboarded. So I'm going to look at all the invitees, and these are all the invitees on here, and I'm just going to pick one random person. So you see, I get anybody who sign up with the link or this QR code, you get $4 instantly. So you can see they're all getting $4. So I'm just going to pick one random person. I'm going to pick Eric Manu. Okay, so Eric Manu, if you're watching this video, reach out to me via my email. You can find my email, or you can DM me, or anyhow, just find a way to reach me. I'm going to give you the $100. All right, so now let us continue with the rest of this video. Thank you so much, Raenest, for being a long-term supporter of the channel and enabling us to travel and tell this beautiful story to my audience. I made it to Baltimore, one of America's oldest cities. Over the years, it has become a landing point for new arrivals chasing opportunity in America. And today, African immigrants are quietly reshaping their identity like this Nigerian. All right, so I'm about to go meet this Nigerian Americans, right? They're right here in a city called Baltimore. They are medical practitioners. They have worked their way up onto owning their own hospital. And I learned recently they're even going into real estate. Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. Welcome. Please come on in.
Thank you so much.
Yes. How are you?
I am fine. Wow, your house is so huge.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
You have a big house.
Thank you.
It reminds me of the mansions we see in the East. Eh? Yeah. Well, I mean, just take us around.
Thank you so much.
Show us around.
We'll be happy to show you. I am Dr. Ozo Nwachinemere.
And I'm Dr. Chichi Nwachinemere. We're from Imo State, Nigeria.
And we own Chimax Medical Center located in Baltimore County, Maryland, USA.
All right, so please sign our guest book.
Okay.
So that we'll remember, we keep the memory.
So who's the most famous person that has signed this?
Welcome to our home.
Okay.
So,
oh my God, it's so huge. Yeah. I mean, when I see the furniture, I can tell you are from the East. Eastern Nigeria, right? Yeah, it's so obvious. This is all of your kitchen. Oh wow, looks
that's
like
our island where we spend a lot of time.
In this side of Maryland, do you have like a lot of Nigerians or a lot of Africans living this side?
We do. I think Baltimore County and Baltimore has quite a good population of Nigerians in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the reason why you chose this to stay here?
We love our Igbo community here
and
the Nigerian community here. To be honest with you, that's the reason why we're in Maryland.
Oh,
if I had to go anywhere else, it would be somewhere in Texas, Houston, where there's large population of
people.
Nigerians.
So this property, how many bedrooms? It looks like 8 bedrooms.
It's actually 7 bedrooms.
Okay. How many levels do you have here?
We have the basement and the top floor.
Okay. Such a huge mansion. I know you would have a big one at home too. Okay, and you got a whole big. Oh wow!
Yes. So this is the basement.
This is another living room.
Yes.
Okay, and what is the size of your family to have such a big property?
Well, we have a big family too.
Okay.
Myself, Chichi, and
4 kids.
4 kids, Chidi, Tochi, Alana, and Chisam.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of friends. Actually, this is where we host our annual Valentine's Day party.
Oh, okay.
That sees maybe about 100+ people coming.
Nice.
And this is
where
this is the media room.
This is your cinema.
Yeah, yeah, the kids love it here.
You got a cinema in your house. Man, okay. This is really nice, guys. They have a whole cinema right here.
This is where the kids
play. Oh, like the entertainment.
I'm still learning
how to use it.
Yes.
Nice.
He's really good.
You could give it a shot. You give it a shot. Oh, go ahead. Give it a shot.
Okay, so this is you guys are trying to
give it a shot. Yeah, let's go. He's just taking it easy on you. I know. Yeah. Wow.
This is we call this our guest room.
This is our guest room. Mama and Papa's room, we call it.
Oh, when they come here, this is where they stay.
They stay. Yeah.
What's the size of the property this way?
This is the whole everything.
Yes, plus the land.
About 10,000.
Oh, the land is 1 acre.
It's 1 acre. What do you do for fun, both of you?
Oh wow, good question. Well, good question. Well, I borrowed this from Chidi, and Chidi likes traveling. I like traveling.
Yes.
She loves traveling. So we do travel together.
Okay, okay.
Can pick.
For me, most importantly, spending quality time with the family.
With the family.
Sometimes relaxing, dining, things like that.
Yeah, right.
This was a young picture of my beloved father, Chief Elu Onwachinamere. He was a contractor. Yeah, he loved real estate. He also had other technical skills, like his first trade was learning how to repair watches.
Okay.
And then from there, he built on to go into stationery stores, like selling books.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, he went into lumber business. So we have some real estate blood in us.
Okay, we're about to go check some of that out.
And this is our my father-in-law, Dr. Boniface Eke, PhD in mathematics. I learned that he was the first Umuahiago person to come to the United States in the 60s.
He was the first person from the old Imo State to get a PhD in mathematics, and the 8th in the whole of Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah.
To get a PhD in mathematics.
And this is my father at a younger age with my mom. My mother is still alive today, and this Christmas time we are going to celebrate her birthday, her 90th birthday. Life in Nigeria, I can tell you it was okay, but our move to come to the United States was for greener pasture.
The original immigrant actually who came here was my father. So he came here in 1961 as an international student. Nigeria had just gotten its independence the year before, so life was very tough for them. So as an international student, he got his PhD in mathematics, and then got married and had us, the two of us at the time, and then decided to go back to Nigeria to give back to his community. So we all moved back to Nigeria. When I was 15 going on 16, I wanted to come back to the US because I wanted to go to school here. It was a little challenging because I was still a minor. I had to live here with a guardian because he was still in Nigeria. He and my mom were both still living in Nigeria. So I came here just like he said, finished high school, got into college, and then moved on from there. He was my pathway to America basically because his vision and his struggle is what allowed me to be here. We owe a debt of gratitude, to the people who came before us.
You're showing us his village mansion. So yeah. this is his village mansion, So you guys know the documentary we did last year where we went on with Dr. Kennedy. He had like a very huge mansion and he only gets to stay there once, so he's a living example of that as well. But what was the whole motivation to do this when you could have as well just got somewhere smaller,
I wanted to build something that we can be really comfortable in when we go to Nigeria. I have a big family. This is where we gather.
Oh yeah?
Every Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're just watching the property with like your security cameras. You have cleaners or security people?
Yes. There are security people that patrol around the neighborhood to make sure, knock on wood, nobody.
And you have a car. I can see a car. It's covered. What car is that?
It's covered. Let's do it.
Like what? A Lamborghini or something? Doesn't want to show us. And just so people are clear, how many times in a year do you visit that property?
At least
1 to 2 times a year.
1 to 2 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not spent, celebrated Christmas in the United States for the last 20 years.
20 years, okay.
It's always back
in
there, always
in the village.
Home.
That's where it goes down.
This is where, exactly. I learned a big lesson from my late dad. With blessed memory. He invested in real estate, so I guess it's in the blood. Even though he had his mansion, he never expected me to live in there. He knew that I will one day build my own.
Your own, yeah.
Yeah, that was his vision. So when it was time, he acquired the land And to be honest with you, this building, I only saw it one time during construction, and my late father did all of this work.
Oh, wow.
This house is dedicated to him.
Oh, okay.
And to his memory.
DMV housing market tells a clear story. Demand is high, supply is tight, and the prices reflect it. Buying home here can demand prices in a mid $500,000 range, with counties closer to Washington, D.C. often pushing higher. In the middle of this competitive market is a Nigerian entrepreneur, a Maryland-based real estate agent.
My name is Easy. I'm Nigerian American, and I'm one of the best real estate agents in the DMV.
As an African immigrant, AZ understands both sides of the equation, the opportunity the DMV offers and the barriers newcomers often face when trying to own a property. He sells more than 100 homes yearly, earning him a fortune in commission and living the American dream.
This is such a unique branding.
Oh, thanks, man.
Sell your home the easy way.
The easy way is the only way.
So what does this do for you? Like when you go on the road, like people recognize you, they take photos of your car and stuff like that.
It's a combination
what was the idea?
The idea, it's a moving billboard.
Moving billboard?
Yeah, so you see like
smart.
the size.
Yeah.
The size is like a billboard size, but it's moving. And the vehicle is so unique, just on its own. But the fact that I wrapped it bright red, then the brand like, buy or sell your house the easy way.
What's your full name?
Wabweze, yeah.
Wabweze,
okay, easy way,
but
you know, like because we're in America, most people will just say the easy way.
Yeah. Where are you from originally? I don't want to guess.
Imo States.
You're from Imo, so Imo is in Nigeria.
Yeah,
so you're a Niger boy.
Niger boy, of
you're
course,
a Niger boy.
What's up, man?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, man, it's really a privilege to be with you. So, by looking at this, I can already guess you sell homes here in America.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Specifically DMV or all around America?
All over the country.
All over the country?
All over the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know you brought us to one of your listings, so can we go a little bit closer? Why did you choose to come to America in the first place?
So my story is a little bit unique. I was born here. A couple of months after I was born, I was raised in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I stayed in Nigeria throughout until I arrived here again.
Why didn't you choose to stay back in Nigeria?
I used to have no what's up now.
No, I really want to know.
Really know? Oh, I mean, there's so much opportunity, so many more opportunities.
Outside of Nigeria?
Outside of Nigeria, especially at that time. You know, this was 1996.
1996?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
I mean, but 1996, the currency was good. We were like one of the top oil producers in the world and stuff like that.
1996, you know, there was the school strike, college strike.
Oh.
They were striking all the time.
Okay.
Like, my brother was in college before. Like, he went to school. They had a strike for like a year. So the schools were striking constantly.
Okay.
That was just the norm at that time. Yep. It's a single family home.
Okay.
5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms.
Okay.
It's a half bathroom. So when you have guests, they can use this bathroom.
Use that one. Okay.
Has a basement, fully finished basement right here. Beautiful kitchen, man. I love the kitchen. I don't cook, but for those of you who do, this is beautiful.
I have a quick question. As an African, I come to America and I see them building with wood. What is the idea? Is it more durable or is it cheaper?
Studies have shown that in the winter time it's warm and in the summertime it's cool.
Oh.
So it's a better quality to use than, I think back home we use cement, right? It's a living room area.
Okay, how long has this been on the market for sale now?
This is the model home.
Okay.
So basically the way it works with the model homes is like, I bring my clients here, they have a budget already for like $1 million. So I bring them to this property and the way it's modeled so they can see what they could do with the property.
Okay.
Then some of them would decide like, okay, I want a bigger deck. Like if you see this deck right here, it comes with a deck.
Okay.
So they might say, okay, I don't want a deck. Or they might say, I want a walkout basement instead, and different things like that. They show them. The model homes usually have the best things, you know, like you see the ceiling?
Yeah.
Real nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the price point for this property?
Its base price is $814,000.
Do you think that's a steal for this neighborhood?
For this particular neighborhood, Bowie, yeah. Bowie is nice. And 814, trust me, that's not even the full, like that's just the base price.
Oh, okay.
You know, by the time you add the deck, by the time you add you walk out, you know, by the time you add different things, all these little lights, you know, they all add up.
I read somewhere on an article that you, in one year, you did like 111 sales per year. Is that a normal thing for you? Or?
On average, I do about 100 on average every year. My goal as a real estate agent, my ultimate goal and what motivates me every day is to put 1 million families in 1 million homes. So my goal is 1 million families. And because of that goal, it pushes me to do more.
To do more.
This is my favorite part, man. I love this place. I think it's the colors. They picked the right colors. They painted the wall.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It looks nice. It's nice. And he has 2 walk-in closets right here and right here.
Yeah.
And this is the best part right here. I don't know anybody who uses stuff like this. I know personally I'll never use this. It's nice though, it looks good.
Yeah, I mean,
and he has a
you
shower.
never use bathtubs?
I mean, I don't, you know, like, I mean, I'm like that style, like, I'm used to that. But just sitting down in the bathtub and just chilling, you know, I'm not that guy.
You're not that person. What is the most expensive property you've sold?
I have a property in the market right now for 1.45 million. I've sold over 1.5 million, I think. I've sold over 1 million several times. If I was in Nigeria, I ask myself this question all the time. If I was still in Nigeria and I didn't have the opportunity to come, would I have been able to go this far? Like I read something today, actually on Instagram. America has 24 million millionaires.
Yeah.
24 million millionaires.
That's a lot.
That's a lot in one country.
So you got more opportunities here.
Yeah, you know, in my opinion.
So you think like if you were in Nigeria, you never would have made as much money that you made here, or?
Is that question? You know, I always this question I ask myself often. So I think when I meet millionaires in Nigeria, like I respect them a lot because of the nature of what I do.
Yeah.
I get to meet Nigerian millionaires. Like I just sold a house like last week.
To
the
Nigeria.
guy bought it cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope he's not a politician.
He's not a politician, actually. So like those guys, I respect them. Like he bought a house cash. You know, in America, we're financing it for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, so I always compare myself like, like that guy has to be really special because, you know, he's in Nigeria, the economy is not that great, the opportunities are not that much, but he was able to like get to the point where he could buy a house, cash. Basically, let me put it into perspective for you. Like out of all my close friends, like we're all living one by one. One after the other.
Was there like a slogan, just like we have jackpot today? Like what was it for you guys back then?
I remember there's this one guy on TV, I think his name was Andrew. He always had like a backpack. Andrew, where you going? I'm checking out. It was like, so living it was the norm. He went to Canada, people were going to England. Even successful people who were successful, like in Nigeria, they send their kids overseas to go get a better education. So leaving wasn't like a bad, you know, it's just normal. Like if you could afford it, you leave because there's no light for a week, there's no water. Armed robbers, oh my God, man, armed robbers. They robbed the whole block. Back then, you know the memories I have.
What is your version of the American dream?
Between one lifetime, you could be a millionaire, 20, 30 years. In America.
Do you think you've lived that dream?
I don't want to talk about my finances, but I don't want to talk about my finances, but I've been able to grow exponentially.
I came to United States, perhaps that time all of you have not been born, in 1986. My father, when I was leaving, he was very practical with things. He said, get good education, get good job, and things will work out. And I followed it. In the 2000, after she has finished her medical residency, and I was working with a major hospital here in Baltimore. So we started discussing how we're gonna start our own business. We needed to leverage our expertise. She majored in internal medicine, working for a major hospital in Baltimore. And I was working for a major hospital also in Baltimore, with expertise in laboratory science and also operational background as well. Some of the things I was working for the hospital was things that we could do for our own self. At that time, she was also comfortable at her job.
Very comfortable.
They loved her at her position. And we broke off, we started asking questions about how to start a medical clinic, how to get contracts, how to get patients. That can come to the clinic. Anytime, depending on who you ask a question, ideas start to come up. But we knew in order to grow to our full potential that we need to break away and we need to have our own freedom by starting our own stuff. So that's how we got into the medical business, medical office. The medical office we started in 2008, and so, which is almost what? About
almost 18 years now.
Almost 18 years today.
So fast forward to today, how many patients has gone through your facility?
Wow.
Close to maybe 4,000 or 5,000 patients.
Yes. Patients come there for all related, any medical, range of medical issues, starting from diabetes, heart disease, hypertension.
Anything that does not involve surgery.
Okay.
Hello.
So where are we going now?
We're going to our medical office.
Oh, okay.
Here on Roosevelt Professional Center in Baltimore, Maryland.
Let's go take a look at it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, this is our.
Oh, that's your name on there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, coming in.
Okay.
And so this is our medical office where patients are sent. First, when the patient comes, this is our triage room.
Okay.
The medical assistants bring them here and take their vitals.
Okay.
And get their weight. And then this is our conference room.
Oh, okay.
A little area where patients or visitors can meet and greet or discuss a few things. This is our one of the exam rooms, and this is our front area. And please meet Brenda. Brenda is our receptionist.
Hello. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Okay.
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was tempted to ask originally where?
Probably Ghana.
Ghana.
If you can look at my face.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Brenda was born and raised what state?
Maryland and Baltimore City.
Okay.
Yes.
You are. Tell her about yourself. You are trained in phlebotomy and
yes.
also
a medical
certified
assistant.
medical assistance.
Phlebotomy, medical administrative assistant as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
And Brenda has been with us now. She's a great part of the team, and we have been together now for about 5 years, almost 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well done, Brenda.
Thank you.
And this is the other exam room.
Okay.
And we have another exam room here.
Oh, quite a number.
Yeah. And
I was just telling them about this painting.
oh, okay. This is
One of my patients did this with some utensils, forks and table knives.
I know.
He made this.
Wow.
And originally, this is how this space was when we acquired it.
Yeah.
So it's funny how we transformed it and made it
what it looks
like now.
Yeah.
They're also into real estate, building and also flipping homes as a side hustle. They took me to a few homes they're currently working on. Something I learned here in America, to be really rich, you need multiple streams of income.
Yes.
So how did you guys learn how to do real estate? I mean, from medicine.
Accidentally.
It was accidental, and we love it. It's still under construction.
Oh, okay.
So this is our 4 bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As you can see, it's a much smaller townhome.
Is this for sale?
It's going to be a rental right in here.
And you even got a lake view.
Exactly. This is going to be a balcony.
We'll put a deck.
A deck.
There'll be a deck going there.
Yeah, later on. This is going to be a kitchen.
Kitchen here.
Yeah.
It just amazes me how you guys build with wood here in this side of the world. You know, in Nigeria, you build with concrete.
Yeah,
exactly.
That was one of the first things I noticed when I came here.
So it looks messy right now because
but in a few months
we're still under construction.
This is the basement, huh?
Yes.
Nice. So how many of these units do you guys own?
A couple. There's one more.
One more.
Yes.
This house, each one will go about $2,400 to $2,600 per month.
My first job when I worked at McDonald's. If I had stayed in Nigeria, I would have never worked for anybody. I would just be collecting pocket money from the parents. Here, you have to work. You work and go to school, and then when even in college during summer breaks you work. Even sometimes during school time you work. You have to work and go to school. When I got here at the age of 16, so I went and got my first job. Was the dishwasher in a local restaurant. Minimum wage, $4 an hour. Memorable moment was the day my supervisor came to me and said, "You seem to be a hardworking kid. If you work till next June, I'm going to bump you up. I'm going to give you a raise." So I was
looking for a big raise. He said he's going to bump me up to a quarter. So he will bump me up from $4 an hour to $4.25. I was like, wow. I was so happy, but it was a quarter. It was a quarter raise. So during that 6 months, I was able to get that raise. From dishwasher, he promoted me to a prep cook. Not even a cook. Cut the celeries, cut tomatoes, and get it prepped for the main chef. Yes, $4 an hour. You have to pay rent from that. You have to buy your bus passes. You have to eat from the $4. While that was a journey back then, I feel like it also provided a foundation today. I can proudly make any amount of money and make that money be enough for me. And while that was going on, I had to stay in school at the same time. And I was sharing it with my son. I had a crazy schedule. I'm working for the restaurant certain days and in school the other days of the week. So there was no dull moment. 7 days a week.
Anybody who has just come from Nigeria or any part of Africa and is struggling during those early years, it's a lot of struggle, but you have to be focused. You have to know what your goals are. Why did you come here? What are you trying to get out of this experience?
And that structure actually is where I found my strength, though.
When the sun goes down in the DMV, a different kind of economy comes alive, one driven by music, culture, food, and connection. In this nightlife scene, African immigrants aren't just participants, they are the architects. I'm going to meet up with the African entrepreneurs controlling much of DMV's nightlife. They've built some of the most famous lounges and nightclubs in Maryland. He's one of the two founders of the business. He lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion with his family.
Hello. Hey, Steve.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Thanks for coming. Nice to see you too. Ella, how are you?
My name is Feli.
Hey, fella, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, so the kids are here. They just came back from school.
Okay.
They're doing their work.
You guys are about to meet your daddy because I'm about to take him out.
That's right.
Oh, okay. This is a typical, in my country, so people that own this kind of dining, they're usually from the east. The Igbo people.
I guess I'm from the east there.
Yeah, possibly.
Obviously, our dining hall was watching the Champions League.
Okay.
Which is beautiful. And of course, we'll have our kitchen over there, my parents over there.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our family dining.
Yeah, nice. So you put a lot of money doing your interior?
Clearly.
Well, it's okay.
How long have you been living in America?
Going on 16 years now.
16 years.
My story is, I think it's the same story like most immigrants. You head for a country which you believe can give you opportunities. You're not really sure of what to expect, but you're filled with hope, you're filled with faith, you're filled with the zeal. If you have a little bit of resources, both personal resources and educational stamina, there's nothing that can really stop you. And with a good work ethic, you can thrive.
How many businesses now do you
own?
So
we have a couple, but our baby is Spectrum Lounge. It is a business that is built, and that's a reflection of our identity. Myself and my brother and partner, Valerie Eze, which I think is the biggest Afro-Caribbean lounge in the DMV.
Okay.
And also a very good spot. So I know Valerie is waiting for us now. So let's head out and continue this conversation.
All right, let's go.
We're going to meet with his partner at the club.
How was coming into America and settling? Like, what was that initial cultural shock? You left Cameroon right here to America.
Yeah. No, I think it was interesting in many ways. For some of us who came and we had to make ends meet, and just like any other person, family is very important. I had family that supported me, and that was a very important piece of our African culture. We take care of family, even if you don't really know them, even if it's a friend. So that was a very important piece for me. So when I came, I had family that supported me, but I also knew that you have a limited time to make use of your opportunity. And you have to wake up every morning, you have to work hard, and you have to have a goal. So I made sure that is what I did.
Did you do any manual job in the early days?
I worked in Kmart.
Oh, wow.
I worked in Kmart. Kmart, most of their stores are out of business now, but is similar to Walmart, and we're getting paid $7.25 an hour, $7.25 an hour. Yeah, And I did that, and on that, you know, I bought my first car, a Honda. I think it's a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
I bought my first car on that $7.25. I got into my first apartment.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I had my brother who was struggling at the time, and I took him in as well for us to live together on $7.25 an hour.
That's the Africanness in you.
It is the Africanness to me, but again, money is what you make money to be. There are people that can make $100 an hour and can barely even pay their rent. Welcome to Spectrum Lounge. It's in 2 phases, right? So this is a restaurant. Coming here just for chill moments. You know, just have folks that want to just relax. They don't want the full intensity of nightlife, so they just come here, have a good time, have the best suya in the DMV. And then we're going up to the second floor. The second floor, which is the club, where everything happens. Right.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello. We're here with the king of nightlife himself.
That's right.
That's good, brother.
So, we have Spectrum itself.
Nice.
And voila.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. How many people can this take? Full capacity.
Larry, how many people?
250.
250 people in here.
Yeah, okay, let's squeeze in 400 if we have to.
Yeah. That entire wall is a TV.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I think at some point we may turn it on. We're gonna turn it on in a bit, but
yeah. Are you guys open today? Today's the Thursday.
Well, we're open every day, but today is Thursday. Today is October 1st. Yes, we are. Spectrum is in our identity. In so many ways, we're extremely proud of this business, which was our first 8 years ago. And then we doubled down to open Famous Lounge. Famous Lounge, if you go in there, you don't think it's owned by Africans. You know, because that's what you do in business. You build businesses based on, not based on what you know, but based on the clientele, based on the demographic. It is, I would say, the best American club, in Prince George's County. You know, it's huge. You know, we cater to a huge clientele up in Upper Marlboro, and they love it.
Yep.
You know, and then after that, we moved into a different kind of nightlife. It's a gentleman's club called Mustangs. Mustang was a 40-year-old business. While others saw dust, we saw gold. And I think it's one of the best gentlemen's club in Prince George's County.
In Maryland.
You know, and in Maryland, I dare to say that. And after that, we had a legacy business, which is called Kitcheneer. Kitcheneer is the first Cameroonian-owned lounge here in Maryland. All of us grew up, all Africans grew up knowing Kitcheneer. It's one of those lounges where people met their wives, people met their girlfriends, because it was the only thing. You know, all of us came in here 16 years ago, 15 years ago, and we thought about Kitcheneer. We never thought for a second that we'll have the opportunity to own it. And I give shout out, and I know I speak for myself, I speak for Valerie when we give shout outs to Mr. and Mrs. Mananga, who were mentors to us, who inspired us to even start Spectrum, but also have the wisdom and the generosity to hand over Kitcheneer to us to take care and continue that legacy. And that is exactly what we are doing. It's a beautiful space.
I grew up in Buea Town, Cameroon. Buea Town is one of the most ghetto gangster places in Buea, in Cameroon. Most importantly, we had one of the most popular bars in Buea Town in those days called Tandohert. I used to work at Tandohert when I was about 12 years old. I could serve in a restaurant or a bar at 12 years old. So it's inherent in me that I was going to grow up someday to own a business like this. I was trained in the craft from childhood. But when I think about it today, I was really blessed because there were other people in my neighborhood that were far worse than me. We've done what we ever even thought, what our aspirations were, we've done times 4 of that. Right. And I'm so proud of you, bro. We're there from day one. So I'm just looking forward to the future.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm excited.
We're fortunate to be in Prince George's County. Yeah. Prince George's County is home to one of the largest African, immigrant population and richest immigrant population in the U.S. You know, so we're in a beautiful county with a lot of diversity, and we're given exactly what they want and what they miss in Africa. So I see it as an advantage. That's the first thing. The second thing is that as immigrants, there is no room to fail.
Yeah.
Because we have seen failure.
We have seen poverty. We come from failure. We have seen poverty. There is no room. You've been there. You don't want to be there. And then you're in a country where if you play by the rules, if you're honest and you work hard, and you keep grinding and you respect yourself and you have integrity, you can actually go ahead. So why would we not do that? You travel 1,000 miles for one purpose only: to succeed. To succeed, and success at a different level. You can start with just a little, business on the side. There you leave your bedroom, there you move to your garage. You leave your garage, there you move to a little spot. Yeah. You leave a little spot, then you move to the mall. Then you own the mall. Yeah. We know Africans that have done that. Yeah. And then you use that concept. Now you export to Africa or you export to different locations. Those are the steps that people have done. So for us, we saw our cultural heritage or African heritage as an advantage. We didn't try to reinvent the wheel. We used it to our advantage to create a product to an audience that is in need.
Hi, I'm Chaz Ogbu, and I am CEO and co-owner of The Continent, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, West African restaurant in the entire United States of America. Let me take you into The Continent real quick.
Let's go.
Yep. And then once you come in, you definitely meet my host right there. This is my host stand. We're currently under construction because we're trying to privatize this area. Let me show you this area real quick.
Yeah.
This is our private dining area. We usually would rent this place out to corporate offices. People do use it for weddings as well and just birthdays. It could fit about 50 people sitting.
50 people?
Yes.
It doesn't look like it. Wow.
Yes,
okay.
yes. And it can also take about 80 people standing because sometimes we just have networking events.
Okay.
It has its own bar,
okay.
Private bar, and it has its own restroom. By the way, that's Andy right there. That's my general manager.
Hello.
Right there. Hey, Andy, how you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah. And then on this side, this is the much bigger area right here. So we have another bar right here. This is a standard bar, okay? We usually do have happy hours, so that's why you see a few people just sitting and enjoying themselves.
Right.
Yep. This is our main dining. Sorry guys about the camera, is that all right? How was the food so far? Absolutely, enjoy yourselves. Yeah, so this is the 200, we call this the 200 right here. So this is like the main dining, and then we also have an upper dining. Okay. Come on, I'll show you real quick. This is the upper dining, so we also use this place for private events as well. But obviously people who use this area don't mind being part of the restaurant. So we can do 90 to 100 people in here standing and obviously about 60 seated. So this is referred to as
capacity. How many people can be in here in this restaurant?
275.
Wow, that is
yes,
huge.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, it is a 7,200 square footage restaurant. Wow. So it is pretty big.
Okay.
Come on, I'll take you to the kitchen.
Okay,
you guys want to see the kitchen?
Let's go. Yeah,
let's go.
Okay.
All right, so when you come into the kitchen, I couldn't be way more blessed than have my mom come in here.
Oh my God,
yes.
that is so
my
nice.
My mom comes in here. That's my mom right there. Interesting part about this is she was going to actually open a restaurant when we were in Nigeria before she, went into a ghastly motor accident.
Oh my.
So we had to bring her here, but look, we're here together right now. So some of that food you're eating, that's Mama's touch right there. I have Nayoti. This is Nayoti right here. She is from Liberia. She makes us the best Liberian cassava leaf you'll find in the entire United States of America and even in Liberia. So you look here, we retain and maintain a very nice, clean, very clean restaurant. We always want to abide by health inspections and guidelines and all that stuff. So that's the prep area.
Okay.
This is the line cook, right? When you come in here, that's where you meet my team, okay? This is Danny, he is a kitchen manager.
Hello.
This is Horacio right here.
Nice.
He's gonna be heading shortly. These guys can walk like machines. I love them. They're the best thing that's happened to me since we opened.
How many people
this is where we make food.
How many people you got working for you now?
71.
71 people?
Yes, sir.
Taking shifts, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, we have our wash area. And then when you come out here, you're back to the dining space.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice flow.
Dining space.
Yeah.
And then we also have this area right here that people like to book out as well. So you see, this place can do at least 40 to 50 people seated as well.
Nice.
Yes, sir. And that's the continent for you. That's how we do it right here. wonderful people.
Why restaurant in the first place?
Very good question. So even back in Nigeria, I've always been into entertainment, hospitality, you know, anything that had to do with like just providing a service to people while making people feel good is what I've always been about.
Okay.
So I'm not surprised myself that I found myself in a restaurant, but it was not in the pipeline, maybe about 5-10 years ago.
So you were a comedian?
Kinda, yes. I am a master of ceremony, yeah.
Then you moved to America to open a restaurant?
Yes.
Why did you choose to leave Nigeria, move to America, and create a business here for yourself?
Okay, well, very good question. Well, I didn't choose to leave Nigeria. I had to move to America because, you know, my family, my siblings, they were all born here.
Okay.
I was the only one that was born back home in Nigeria. So it was only a matter of time before I had to come join them here.
Oh.
Yeah, because at one point in the 90s, they moved back here, and I was the one that was still there like till the early 2000s.
Okay.
Before I eventually came here.
So you just moved because of your family, not because things were not going in a direction that you didn't like?
No, not at all.
How many people have stepped in here to have a taste of the continent?
Since we opened, I would like to say somewhere around 40 to 50,000.
And what is the average price for a meal here?
You could get $35.
$35?
Yes, we also have some for $26, $27.
That is average, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. It is significantly different to run business in Maryland and to run business in DC. I can get rent for $15,000 in Maryland.
Yeah.
DC, for where we are, this is what we refer to as a prime location. We are downtown.
What is the rent like here?
Well, that rent, sometimes when I add the amount of money, it's enough money to pay. It's close to the salary of the United States president.
For real?
Yes, in a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have been able to build a business like this anywhere else in Africa or your home country, Nigeria?
I strongly believe so. The Lebanese are there doing it.
Yes.
So why not us?
I heard something on Twitter. The person said it's only Nigerians that are outside of Nigeria that are very patriotic about Nigeria. They care so much about Nigeria from outside.
Yes. And, you know, when those statements have been made, I actually should tell Nigerians in Nigeria, be grateful for the Nigerians.
Tell them on the camera.
Yes, absolutely. Let me take my time to tell you this.
Yeah.
Be grateful for the Nigerians who care about Nigerians from all over the world, because quite frankly, if at any point that country has to get better, or even every other African country, you're going to need the financial support that we are getting from here. When you look at the remittance that we sent in 2024,
crazy money now,
it is in the billions. You understand? When you look at a lot of businesses right now in Nigeria owned by people abroad. So we are contributing to the economy. If we are all in there suffering, we would all turn out to be armed robbers and so many other things that's not going to benefit. So when people make those statements, I'm like, you sound very ignorant. You don't know what you're talking about. By all means, the doors are open. If you can apply and come. Then let me see how you will not care. I personally feel like every African and Nigerian that still care about their country, those are the real patriotic citizens. Because you have seen good, you've seen life. You've seen easy life. You've seen what the system should look like. But you still remember Nigeria.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You still want to go and do business there. You want to go and invest.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So don't kill us. Be happy, because I know people who are running businesses right now, whether it's poultry, fish farm, whether it's oil and gas, and everyone working there are Nigerians employed. Not by the government, but by private-owned companies.
To end this video, I visited Ellis Island in New York, where it all started.
Alright, so I am at Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration. Now, they say America is a country that was built by immigrants, that almost everybody here is technically an immigrant, right? So I'm here to learn about the first set of people that moved here and started building what we know today as the United States of America. So let's go right in.
New York City, America's largest seaport since the 1920s, was the principal gateway for immigration, receiving around 70% of arrivals into the United States. But other border points were busy as well. Newcomers entered the country through Boston, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New Orleans. Hundreds of thousands of Chinese, Japanese, and other Asians came through San Francisco, and over 2 million more immigrants crossed the Canadian and Mexican border. America was willing to receive anyone who wanted to make America their home, except for people living with disability and were unable to earn income. Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration tells a story of how America was built by immigrants. Millions of people who arrived with little more than hope passed through the uncertainty and went through to shape the nation's economy, culture, and identity. From the year 1880 to 1924, which is 104 years, I learned Africans were the minority immigrants moving to America, with people from Canada and Asia topping the chart. During the peak immigration years, only 20,000 people migrated from the continent of Africa.
So right here at this spot, if you're not sure who your ancestor is, or you're not sure of your ancestry, you just want to know who your ancestors are or where you're from, I think you can come in here and perform like a search. So you put in your name and they're going to help you search to trace your ancestry. So if you're an American and you're not sure exactly where you're from, you might want to come here.
Walking through the hall, seeing the story of those who arrived with nothing but dreams, I realized the African immigrants I met in the DMV are part of the same legacy.
So before you could chase the American dream, you needed to pass through this island. So between 1896 and 1954, there were more than 12 million people that came through these doors by ships carrying only hope, courage, and a dream for a better life. Today, I arrived on this same boat, not as an immigrant, but to tell the story of Africa's most successful immigrants in America. After exploring this museum, I've learned that the real people that built America wasn't Americans, but they were immigrants that arrived with nothing but ambition, talent, and vision, willing to do whatever it takes to make it thousands of miles away from home. And among these immigrants are people from the continent of Africa, redefining what it means to be an immigrant.
So dear immigrant, I salute you. In the next episode, I'll travel to Atlanta, to Houston, to LA, and Canada, visiting more Africans and sharing their story.